I was about to say then.
Yeah,
Right?
Sorry, you'll have to save it for off camera, Karen, now that we are live. Hi, everybody.
We are live. Hi, folks.
We are back from NACVGM.
NACVGM.
I like NACVGM.
Where?
The first time I heard Laura say it, I'm like, why didn't that become the acronym? I like
it's
it
true.
so much
Laura
better.
is actually probably correct about this.
And also, I think she got it from Doug, because I've heard Doug say it too.
Yes.
I'm like, man.
I will just always say NACVGM.
It's just so the
it's
gum of
ingrained in
it
me.
all. It's so like clunky. But I guess that's kind of the point.
I revel in the clunk.
But yeah, I logged into
the clunk.
folks aren't even here yet, but I logged into Blue Sky to just see some of the fallout, which I'm sure we'll talk about
nationwide
a little bit more.
from Canvas.
But,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Jen.
We'll get there. But
I will say this was my favorite NACVGM conference in a few years, including miraculously somehow the years that both Dana hosted and I hosted, which I am obviously biased in favor of. And in part because
I'm nobody's favorite conference. Come on, I'm like Robin Hood to Disney movies, you know.
Now. Also, Karen loves Robin Hood, so watch yourself.
I know. Karen and I have this in common.
This one was my favorite in a long time, not because it went well or the papers were excellent, though that is the case, and it was good to see folks, but because Sarah and Dana took me to Niagara Falls right after, which was absolutely stupendous.
We didn't realize he'd never seen it. He had to get permission from Addie.
I did, because it's on her bucket list, and she has not been.
Yeah,
so it was like hey, they're thinking of doing this.
Did you pull you went to Japan without me to like sweeten the
No,
side?
she reverse Uno'd the situation because she's not home. I can tell the story. Because as a general rule, talking about her on the stream is ill-advised for me. But she said, you can go because I'm going to Japan again in a month, it turns out.
I'm so jealous.
And so
I want to go somewhere that cool.
Right, same.
Niagara was pretty cool though. I mean, I've been there a few times, and I just like kind of assumed like this is what people in my area have all done, like the road trip with parents, because it's you know, it's a decent drive, but it's not so long that you can't do it with kids.
Yeah.
So I just assume like everybody's been to Niagara, but this is not the case, because I got home and said something to Joe about it. He's like, oh yeah, I've never gone. Whoops.
I didn't go.
So wait, are you in spouse trouble now for having gone?
No. Okay. He was like, no, it'll be cool. We'll go see it. You know, he was just like excited to do that with you at some point. But yeah, he was not mad.
Nice. Yeah, you two are the perfect two people to go to see something light with, honestly. It was absolutely...
We walked 7 miles that day. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was... We also ate 1,100 calories of poutine each.
Well, you know, that's like our daily allotment for... or whatever. I guess less than that, but you know.
It's like half of your calories for a whole 24 hours in poutine alone.
Half of yours maybe, because I don't have a 2,000.
Okay, yeah, I try to hit like no more than 2,000, if you will. I don't keep track of numbers though. I eat what
that's
eaten.
like the classic heuristic though, and it's based on dudes, so that makes sense for you.
It is based on 6 foot tall men, and I am 6'1". I have every privilege and advantage. Blah, blah,
I was
blah,
gonna
blah.
say though, I'm sure, we're all gonna be conversing about Canvas, but I will say, unrelated to that, and then I will tell my story about that real quick, and then we will do other things.
Yes, we'll bit of Dragon Quest in just
when
a second.
I logged in, one of the posts at the top of my Blue Sky feed was Robert saying, "I've never seen My Hero Academia. Do they all get tenure by the end?" Which is unrelated, but I just thought
absolutely
that was so
amazing.
Funny. Yeah,
I saw somebody say,
retweet that.
You know,
repost.
Academics love to complain about nothing more than educational software. And now they complain they can't use their educational software. Quit complaining all the time, academics.
Yeah, I saw that one too. And honestly, like so I was in Canvas today, like the moment that stuff happened. because I was double and triple checking. I had maybe 50. I have like maybe 15 grades left of the 106. And it was stuff where it was like, you know, I've been in communication with them, and like I know that like maybe a revision is coming, or I was just double checking what I had, kind of thing. So I'm like most of the way there, but I try to be really, really careful because I hate submitting grade change forms.
Right, me too.
So I was kind of doing that process, and also like looking ahead to summer term, like getting a few things set up. I'm not doing any new preps, so it was going to be just a matter of porting it over. And then I went to like refresh a page or like go back to the homepage or, you know, whatever I was doing in Canvas, and I got the message, and I was like, oh. And I like had it in all of my tabs that had anything related to this. So I immediately call like the Canvas tech support. I was like, I need to read you this message that popped up. So I like read it to him, and the guy was like, oh, that doesn't sound great.
No, not at all.
But he was like, I haven't heard anything about this. And he's like, I'm going to send you an email right now. Can you like attach a screenshot of it? And I said, yeah, absolutely. He's like, obviously don't click anything. I'm like, no, don't worry. Have not. But so I was in the middle of doing that, and he was like, oh, my team's just blew up. I was like, yep.
Incredible.
So that was entertaining because I'm like, I'm definitely not like patient zero, but I got to like see it right when it happened. So that, I don't know, that was like weirdly cool, ? I'm more like my main thing. It's not like a heavy concern, but like summer classes are supposed to start Monday. What's going to happen? And this is an 8-week condensed semester. And I've already done we don't start the 8-week class until a week and a half in. And that was due to a contract that just never got sent, and having to be, you know, asking them for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then finally I get a contract, and it's like after the course is technically started, I had to like have the registrar email the students for me. I mean, it was a mess because like I could not get into a Canvas to build a Canvas or message the students or do any of those things. So that was really, they're 8-week sessions. There's 2 sessions. And so often what I'll have is I'll have one in session 1 and one in session 2, and they overlap in the month of June. So I'll have like kind of May to myself with session 1, and then jump over. But I haven't like done the final like take that live yet. That was supposed to be like a today and tomorrow thing.
But now it won't be. While you finish your story, Dana, we're going to scoot to the left, our right, and load up Dragon Quest.
I'm just going to have to like keep an eye on it, but I'm also thinking like, I mean, this is obviously a huge problem, and it's not just local to me, but it's like, okay, are they going to be telling us to cut things? Are they going to like scoot the semester back and like give us more time at the end? Like, I'm kind of curious how that's going to shake out for these really quick classes. Just so the students aren't really screwed over by all of this.
Yeah.
You know, at least I'm not doing new props. I can just be like, yeah, this is fine. I'll deliver my content. I can cut a little bit if they tell me to cut a little bit, just have them do less of certain assignments or whatever we want to do for it. But
For the first time ever, I got some negative reviews, which I'm not used to getting. Normally,
let's not talk about reviews. Those
normally
are so triggering.
I brag to these folks, or I just keep my mouth shut. But I got a comment that annoyed me, which was, and I'm going to just share one comment, which was, instructor needs to prepare before lessons. And I'm like, I sustain 80 minutes of conversation in front of you every class period. What are you talking about?
Right. Maybe you're just and you are very conversational, so maybe they just like take the way that you're doing it as a lack of forethought, which is silly because like I've heard about some of your lesson plans and the mic drops and like the points you make through the games that you teach. So that's surprising to me, but I can see where somebody like maybe thought of it in terms of you having a casual demeanor in terms of how you're presenting.
Maybe.
But like
even last night I did a podcast that was like hyper casual. To the
I was
point
there.
Dana kind of made fun of me a little bit for it. And
I don't make fun of you.
I would have you could have assumed that I was improvising in real time, but I was reading off of documents here that I had prepared in advance because I knew what I was going to be asked.
You knew you were going to have some of the questions about like
Yes.
being a professor of games, whatnot.
Yes, yes.
No, I thought you did a great job, and I thought the interview was great. So, just catching up on chat here. Yeah, hello, folks. Yeah, the conference was really cool this year. Really some fantastic scholarship.
Yeah, it was a good round of papers this year.
It
Very
was. Hold on one second,
good.
everybody.
It's so nice to see people in person.
I know, it's so good to hug you.
Yes, it was really
Yeah.
nice to have you stand next to me for poster session, Karen. I really enjoyed that.
Yay, that was fun.
Yeah.
And I got
so
good feedback on the poster. I'm super
honestly,
excited
I can't
about
wait for
it.
you to publish it. I think
I'm already adding it like to the forefront of the summer queue because I want to write it up stat and get it
The
out.
other-
I think it
Nice.
would
I
be really
kind of like. I know that we'll probably be a practitioner year next year. And there's some ideas that I think are going to get heavily floated to the committee. I know of at least one. But next time we do the Scholar year, I'm like, man, this would be a keynote. This would be a great keynote for the conference, Karen.
good. No.
Yes.
Wouldn't it?
Well, if it's already published, then no.
Oh,
Certainly, I'm not going to have it published, hopefully, before 2 years from now. I
Yeah.
would like to think.
Yeah.
But that's very
it's-
kind of you to
it's
say.
so keynote-y in terms of speaking to the field.
I agree.
It
It's one of those
is.
things that everybody should see.
Yeah.
Aw,
It was
thank you
probably, and I'm not saying this to be nice, I promise. Of all the posters there, including my own, probably the one poster that everybody needs to have read is Karen's.
Oh.
It was so good.
Yeah, 100%. Karen's poster is awesome.
Thank you. Well, the folks out there that didn't see it, want to see it, I can send you a PDF.
Yeah.
I have the PDF. Totally get it, Jen. Absolutely. But yeah, no, I was very proud of that, and I'm very happy to get a little time this summer on top of my on top of my big research projects to squeeze in a little write up of that, basically being like, what even are we doing?
With their
Mhm.
Ludomusicology, as it were. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I was pretty paying rapt attention to the papers. I mostly was sitting in the call for chat. I had like the chat pop out from the Zoom, which I think is kind of the way to go these days.
Yeah.
You know, because we used to just be in the ye olden days, we were on Twitter, and we would just be like getting
miss
lost in
Twitter.
each other's like threads, right? It would just be these like continuations, and you'd have to kind of figure out like where the conversation was on a particular paper, which wasn't hard because we were all following each other and it was happening. But this is nice to have like a chat space that there's a little overlap where we'll still be discussing a paper before or something, but it's not like it's hard to follow. The only time where I find it hard to follow, and this is me sounding old, like man, you know, shakes fist at the moon kind of moment. The applause emojis drive me batty. And that's not me just saying I don't want people to applaud, because like obviously they should, but like I always lose the thread at that moment, and then I'm like scrolling back, being like, crap, where was that?
That's
Every
super
single time.
adorable, and you're wrong.
I know. I sound like an old person.
Yes,
Ooh,
you do.
We get to do a thing. Hold on.
Oh, look at that. I haven't put on my mod mode in so long that I forgot about it. Honestly, we never need it.
Right? Because our
No.
community is full of the best humans alive.
It's true, and it was so good to actually meet some of them in person for the first time,
Yay.
or see some of them, because the last time I saw most of you, not the two of you, right, but like you out there, was 2019. And it's starting to feel like that was just like last year, and no, it has been 6 or 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That is very surreal to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2019.
that was.
That was my NACVGM, and I saw Will Ayers, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, the last time I saw you was at the stabbing," and I was like, "Thanks,
Oh, well.
Excellent.
thank you."
Oh, man.
Glad that's the one thing that you remember from my conference.
I remember
hosting.
actually a lot of the papers from that one.
I do too.
That was a strong year.
It was.
Papers.
It's a great year. And that was, unfortunately, like, I wish we would have streamed that one and had the recordings. That would have been great, but...
Yeah, because I think some things did get lost. Like, we were like, oh man, what was that one that was so good?
Yeah. But when I go back and look at the programs, I remember, like, if you asked me what was on the docket that year right now, I couldn't tell you other than mine. But I was like, oh,
sure.
But if I looked at the program, I'd be like, oh yeah, those were great.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, so really, really neat stuff. I'll get the other recordings, but I'll see what Laura wants to do with the Claire Obscure one. I imagine that she won't care if I put that one up somewhere.
Yeah.
But Greg did post, got permission from everybody playing, and it was so funny on the email chain because Matthew was like, I made one tiny mistake. I'm like, buddy, like, if we're gonna tally mistakes, like, you are not the problem in this scenario. I'm not gonna count how many.
Yeah,
I made,
if anybody
like,
has not heard Matthew perform in person before,
oh my god,
I have to say we were all at a couple of us on the organizing committee were at Will Gibbons's home late Saturday evening, and Matthew sits down at Will's piano and just says, "What books do you have? Let's play something." And about 45 seconds later, me and Will Ayers are summoned over because he has found the Dichterliebe piano music, which I'm convinced Matthew probably could have just played from memory, but was polite about it and had the book. And we were made to sing. It was like voice lessons time.
That's so cute. I love it. I'm so sorry I couldn't stay for that.
So excited to hear Im wunderschönen Monat Mai.
Oh,
that took
I love
me back.
That one.
And
I
Sarah
was
did
very
the
good,
Pia
actually.
Jesu
I
the,
did better than I thought I would do at that.
Requiem.
Yes,
right?
from the Duraflay Requiem, yeah.
Yeah. Which, so beautiful. So that was neat. Yeah.
I had to drive home. I couldn't stay late for that, unfortunately.
I managed to keep. I'm wearing my lemons again. I managed to keep that a secret. I did allude to the fact that I had a speaking part that I was excited for. But
yes, I did know.
I did not tell anybody what it was. So that was the right choice because I really wanted to tell everybody, and I was so excited. But it was better to, like, I could feel it in the hall once people went, oh my god, that's Dana.
Yes.
I could feel the energy flip, and it was really cool.
It was absolutely the right decision to withhold it from us.
Yeah, less of a speaking part, more of a shouting. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I'm still making time to watch the concert. I haven't had a chance yet because I've been burning the midnight oil on, or the 9 p.m. oil on getting this long overdue book chapter off my plate, and it is going to get sent off tomorrow.
That's exciting.
Yay.
Congrats.
I cannot wait. I'm so glad that it's done.
Yeah.
Sorry I'm having a minute in this lighthouse, by the way, everybody. This is one of the...
I'm so offended.
I know.
It's all right. I kind of forgot we were supposed to be watching the game.
Well, there's been nothing
vibing,
interesting happening in the music so far,
heard.
so, like...
All was well.
Don't feel accountable for it.
It's all good. We're still not going to get to where I've left off at, I don't think, so, tonight, right?
We'll be close.
Okay. That's
okay,
fine.
I think I need the corner
I'll have time to actually get ahead a little bit this coming week, which I'm excited to do. It's been too long. But I picked up that Medieval Steam Fest. The Medieval Fest on Steam did me in, and I picked up a bunch of stuff that I do not have time to play, and now I really just want to play those things.
Yeah,
So
now that it's
I
the
need
end of the
to.
semester and I have a little bit of a break in my schedule, I intend to play a bunch of video games. It's going to be fantastic.
I'm still caught up in the backlog, but I am going to be making time to finish DQ2 and to check out all those new purchases.
Nice.
Plus get back to a bunch of old ones that I still really need to finish and had to set aside, mostly for reasons of small children screaming at me.
Yep. Someday your child will turn 4 years old and will no longer scream at you.
Is that true? Is that true?
It's not no longer, but it's much
One of those two
rarer.
things is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll fade out. And it was
Yeah.
better last week, and now we've kind of circled back around to the 3 NATO. And Mama is not here for it. Let me tell you.
Also, let's all do massive shiny congratulations to Dr. Park.
That's right.
Oh, are you defended? Have you defended?
I saw the posts, right?
Oh,
Yes.
So congrats.
I love it. I'm so happy. Congratulations.
Sorry if you meant to like do a mic drop sharing your news for us, but I'm so excited for you. I had no doubts. It was just a matter of jumping through all those hoops, and now you're done jumping through those.
It's finally over.
Wrap it
lol.
up. Yeah, it's
is
finally
the
over.
response.
That is absolutely
Yes.
the response. And then it is sleep for a week and as best as you can around anything else you're doing. And then you're like, what am I gonna play?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play something.
Absolutely. It's the right choice. That is wonderful.
Yeah.
So happy.
I remember-
So happy.
Yeah, we're so happy.
Dana and I, near the falls, were having a moment. And I said, because we had this conversation earlier, like, what motivated you to finish the PhD? And I was trying to be too nice. I was like, part of why I finished this degree is so I could see you twice a year for the rest of my life. And she was like, shut up. What about spite?
I did say that.
And I was like,
Sometimes
okay, also
is a
spite.
powerful motivator. Yeah, oh, that's nice. Getting lunch tomorrow.
That is very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I haven't spoken to my old advisor in years. I should get down and
I owe
visit.
mine a phone call, actually. I'll have to do that early next week. By the way, because we're whirling through dialogue in the hopes of arriving to good music stuff,
Not this repetitive battle theme, you mean?
yes, this old man who's guiding us up the lighthouse is the monster we have to fight in disguise. The Caradoc siblings are figuring it out. Or the Canuck siblings, rather. Addie is home. I hear the door going.
Exciting.
You hope it's Addie.
Yeah.
If it's not, it's somebody with a key.
I will note too.
Excuse me.
Hi, Addie.
This has nothing to do with anything that we said, but LaCroix dropped a new flavor.
Oh, LaCroix
Basically
did drop a new flavor. I just
It's
bought it
just
today,
basically-
actually.
Yeah, it's a pineapple coconut, which I think I saved one can because after I bought it the first time, it kept selling out, and so like Ryan mentioned wanting to try it, so I like saved him one can for the road trip. I was like, here, try this. And for anybody that I have no issue with coconut LaCroix, like I'll drink it, but it's like not my favorite that I'll go to, and I think the pineapple coconut sort of fixes for that.
Yeah.
Like they're definitely good together, so I recommend it.
I feel like every new flavor they come out with is pineapple coconut.
They did
Is that legit? Because I feel like every
no,
new
because they
announcement
did
is like,
the sunshine one was pineapple citrus,
okay,
so that
same.
had pineapple. Yeah.
I think they're just making good use of their stock.
Yeah, I think so too.
They're like, what else can we do with this? I know, we'll call it citrus.
Oh, no. Is this one of the ones where I have to
I'm drinking
jump
cherry
off
lime
in a weird
right now,
way?
though, so I don't have that one.
Hold on.
But yeah, always
No, it is
always
not. I
fun
have
when there's
to
a new
skirt
LaCroix
this way.
flavor.
That's
And
what
I'm
it
not-
is.
I'm not a LaCroix only. Like I like a polar seltzer. You know, I like some of the. Sometimes I'll just find an interesting flavor of one that LaCroix doesn't make, and I'll just get whatever. I'm not that picky about it. But
Just
I
like
am
my soda
amused when I
stream.
see a new one.
My flavorless soda
I am
stream. Just give me fizzy
slowly
bubble water.
getting
That's all I want.
sick, as I mentioned to Dana, which is fine. It's just, I have children. Welcome to being a parent, right? But I'm making the yuzu tea that Dana and I like so much.
I
with
made it in solidarity.
my brand new mug. Thank you to
Oh my
Dana
gosh,
and
yes.
Sarah.
You have to stop what you're doing and show everybody the things that Sarah made for you.
Okay, so the
This
mug.
is again. So here's the way this normally works. I say something like in a shitposty fashion to Sarah Pozdarek-Chenevey, and bless her heart, she decides at some point that she does not want to work on something that she needs to be working on, and so we both procrastinate by just iterating these silly
That's right, and
ideas
she will
for people.
fabricate and bring to life Dana's silliness, which
So one of these
is dangerous for me, frankly.
It is. But we did one for so we knew we were going to see Laura Entravia at
Hold on, observe this mug. You ready? Tenergy.
It's like Kenergy from the Barbie movie, but because he's a tenor. And we realized very quickly this is why you workshop it. We realized very quickly that you couldn't spell it Tenor because then it looks like 10 orgy.
And
so we're like, okay,
that's
we're gonna
not
have to
the
sacrifice
intent,
that.
team.
But
the hoodie I'm wearing is also the same.
It's the same. Show everybody. It's so good. Ah! Take one step to your, I guess, left.
You're good.
Yeah.
Your microphone's blocking.
Now
it,
your
but-
mic's in the way. You were so perfect before. Anyway.
Hold on here.
People can
Watch
see it.
this.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, there it is. There it is in all its glory. Yeah, Sarah went down a rabbit hole learning all about different types of garment printing, including sublimation. So got certified at a bunch of maker spaces at local libraries and has just been going hard on this.
She's the best, everybody.
Yeah, because we were joking about him having big tenergy, and then that turned into Kenergy from the Barbie movie, and then we're like, oh, what if we match the font, all of that. So, and then my favorite detail is the little octavo under the G, because it's G clef. I love it. The we balances the woo, right, Andrew? The other thing that she brought to life, and we'll slowly do this for lots of people that we like in the field, because we like spreading the whimsy. But I was joking that I really, for Laura Entravia, since we were going to be seeing her at the conference and sharing a hotel room with her, I was like, I've had this idea actually for a while, but I had just never sat down to do it. It was, John Travolta, Saturday Night Fever, the classic pose.
Yeah, the disco pose with the finger pointing up.
The disco pose. I wanted to do that, but Cactuar from Final Fantasy, and have it be Disco Cactuar. And Sarah just made it as this holographic sticker.
It's perfect, everybody.
It's perfect. And so she made them in a bunch of different colorways, and then gave them all to Laura, who just immediately burst out laughing and sent pictures over to the rest of Disco Cactus, and I was just so pleased.
I'll be right back. Something is setting off one of Micah's toys in the living room, and it is yelling into the void, and it's
we don't
freaking
want
me out.
that.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, sounds good.
That would freak me out too. I want to see if I can find a picture of Sarah's. I know I can. I just have to figure out which chat it's in. Probably this one. All media. Oh yeah, this will actually show up too on camera, I think.
Yeah, that's nice.
Look at that beautiful Disco Cactuar, everybody.
It's very good.
He's so cute. It's so good. So good. So yeah, Karen, this is Disco Cactuar.
All right.
Isn't he cute?
That was fun.
Karen, look at Disco Cactuar in all his glory.
That's adorable.
Isn't he adorable?
Very adorable.
I love it. I love it so much.
Sorry about that. All of a sudden, there is nothing like sitting in your completely silent house and have a little tiny construction truck just yell, "Woohoo!" And you're like, who the heck is that?
Well, and you have to get it immediately because a child's toy will wake a child, right? At least in my
Sometimes.
experience. Adult noises
Sometimes.
usually did not wake up babies, but child noises.
I don't think he can hear it, but I can. And I don't want it to wake him, you're right. But the bigger concern was just for my own sanity, because there's, that's gone off once or twice, when I've been in the house completely alone and I've been in the shower or something, and then one toy will just yell, "Let's go!" And I'll be like, "What the fuck is in my house? I'm in the shower." It's scary.
Yeah.
So
That
those
is
toys need
not
to get turned
something
off.
you want. Yeah.
No.
No,
it has
something to
definitely
look.
startled me in the past,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I am also a little sinusy today, so I'm hoping it's not the remnants of any NACVGM germ, but just regular old allergies.
Honestly, if there was some NACVGM germ, wouldn't I be sick by now? Aren't I the canary in the mine for all of us?
Never know. I don't know.
If there was anything, I think, that was going to get us all sick, I think you would be sick for sure.
I would have gotten sick first because I have the constitution of a Victorian child.
That's right.
No, I think this is just regular old allergies.
I'm really glad that you came up with that kind of dunk on yourself because it's really good, and I would feel bad using it so often if
Except
it was not an original by you.
100% accurate.
I kind of wish that in some of these places where you have the little dialogue moments that they had switched to different music, because this theme does great after a while.
This one in particular, I've listed before. I could list it again.
Yeah.
I think it's so silly for a dungeon. It's partially the large leaps in the brass, right?
Yep. I will say this particular monster, with his one line of dying dialogue, we don't need a separate track here.
The little falls, but
just
also kind of give it a little bit of like, not as much ominous, more silly.
Yes.
You just want some relief from it is all. Like you don't have to have separate music for this. You just fade out the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a very long loop, which is also part of it.
But it's kind of just brash. It's in your face.
It's so like angular.
Oh, is this the big one?
Oh.
Yay, streamy.
One of them gives you the power, and it's weird for me to say from Dragon Quest 1. Hold on a second.
Scions of Erdrick, can you hear me? We are in need of your aid. Come to the
That's
Shrine of
sonar?
Rain, quickly.
That was the Overseer, was it not?
Let us do as she says, and make for the Shrine of Rain. Something is clearly amiss.
No, it's not the good one. Okay. One of them, and I suspect it will be the last one we get, gives you this ability, again, from Dragon Quest 1, Karen's going to have to roll her eyes at the anachronism here, of holding down a certain button to turbocharge an attack, which was introduced as a concept in Dragon Quest 1 2D HD as a new thing. But it really comes into its own here.
This one's fine, by the way. This isn't silly.
Yeah, this dungeon track is totally fine. I agree.
This one's totally fine.
It's much better.
It has some similarities though with the like large leaps in the brass, but they're not as.
It's not like a bassoon comedy level of something.
They don't overtake the texture, right? Like they're in there, but they're not the only thing happening.
Right, I agree entirely.
It's a little slower. It's a little bit more mysterious.
And that string arpeggio feels very Sugiyama to me.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of bassoon, this is unsilly bassoon.
Right.
All of these tracks feel like Sugiyama, but some of them just feel like Sugiyama in a hurry.
Sugiyama in a hurry is definitely
This is the Dragon Quest game with the shortest production schedule of all.
Well, exactly.
11.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Is just sort of like I just feel like there were moments where he's just like, I'm just gonna have to get finished something.
That's true. We have less brass.
Well, and whenever possible, I will note this re-release of the game in part because it does make some ludic sense, but I suspect in part because they want to get away from the soundtrack a little bit, we pop in the Dragon Quest 1 and 3 soundtracks a lot in this particular remake of Dragon Quest 2.
Which is nice to then do it in the new order, because like all of the music has that context now.
Right, like this bit is from Dragon Quest 1, I think.
Oh, there
This
you
theme?
are.
Maybe it's
Thanks
from
for
3.
dropping by.
Yeah,
But
3.
this theme is not new.
Three now.
It is not from 2.
Right.
This is a 3 thing, I think.
Yes.
I love
You
the
look a
bass
little
entrance
less
every time
squirmy
on
than
this.
before. It is.
The string writing here is so
Very
lush
kind of
in
you
this
to
track.
say
It's great.
so. Is there aught we might help you with? It's like this. There's more than one place in this world where us fairies live, all safely hidden from human eyes. And each has its keeper.
Ah, yes. You are the keeper of this tower, are you not?
I am. Anyway, the biggest of them all is the Fairy Palace. We keepers can all hear one another. But lately, the keeper of the palace has gone quiet.
You can hear one another.
Yes, fairies with a certain amount of power can sort of talk through their minds, I suppose you'd say. But I haven't heard anything from her for a while now. We can't hear each other all the time, and there are all kinds of reasons why she might have gone quiet. But still, she's the one out of all of us who's closest with Lady Rubis, so... Yes, I suppose it's just a bit of a worry, really.
Could she have been targeted by Hargon's underlings? They sought knowledge of Lady Rubis, did they not?
They did, which was why I asked you to come here. Could you go and check on the palace for me, just in case? Thank you. Just don't get angry with me if you go all that way and find out I was making a fuss over nothing.
Of course we will not. That would be the best outcome we could hope for.
Well, thanks. But,
We want
there's
it to be a
something
false
else I should
alarm.
probably
Right.
mention. The palace isn't
This
exactly
sketch
easy for
rules.
humans to get to. It's not exactly easy for you to even see, is the truth of it. I can mark where it is on your map, of course, but actually getting inside is another matter. Or working out where it is so you can get inside, or, well, you know what I mean. Basically, in order for you to be able to tell where it is, you'll need to play the fairy trumpet.
Not a flute this time, but a trumpet. This quest is proving to be quite the test of our musical skills.
Oh my gosh.
You may leave the playing
Such
to
good.
me.
That's a
Though my
screenshotable quote right
experience
there.
with
That
such
is, yeah, it's
instruments
excellent.
is far from extensive. I have studied them a little.
You have? Marvelous! When I try to play one, I cannot squeeze so much as a pop from it.
Do your talents know no bounds?
Your
My
talents know no
parents were
bounds.
great music lovers.
There are so many
They
people
saw
I've
to
said
it
that
that
to,
I was
like,
trained in a
recently,
number of-
including Annabelle Mailer,
do you
who just made the
mind?
most
I'm still
incredible
talking. In
sweater.
fact, this
Yes, I
next
saw.
bit is the most important, so listen
I don't
up.
knit at all, so, like, that's all magic to me.
You humans.
Robert
Knitting
Kamenecki,
is
who has a
something I wanna get
much
better at.
larger
You
social
don't
media
have the
presence,
fairy
and by that I
trumpet.
mean probably
The
10,000
mermaids
times
do. So you'll have to
as
go and
much
get
of a
it
social
from
media
them.
presence as
You
Annabelle.
probably don't believe in
Had a
mermaids
post where he was
either,
like, okay,
but
everybody,
trust me, they
my
exist.
wife does not have a very
Even if
big
they
social
do
media
spend
presence,
most
but
of
she's
their
really
time
proud of
hidden
this, so
away
all
at
you
the
are going to
bottom of
stand
the
there and
sea.
shut up and listen.
Oh, we
and
more
be
than
proud.
believe in them.
Yeah,
We
and
can't
it's just
fathom
her,
our
like, describing
friends.
how she made the sweater,
You
and,
do.
like, I mean, the comments were all like,
I
this is
must say,
incredible.
for
Yeah.
humans, you certainly get around. All right. Well, you go and speak to your mermaid friends and ask them to get you an audience. She should be able to.
All right, we will go do this very long
well.
mermaid
Then
plus
let us away
fairy
to the
side
rocks Where
quest.
the mermaids bask. and
Love it.
hope
It's
that they're
Mermay,
there.
after all, as Annie Rosen taught me this morning.
Nice, excellent. Love Mermay.
Yeah, Mermay.
I will point out the music here is a hint that this particular side quest does not exist in Dragon Quest II NES. We are padding the length of the game with this one. And because we are going to start connecting the trilogy together as a single cohesive unit.
Good.
No, I agree. But this whole set of side quests for the fairies really serves to re-inject them and the mermaids back into the plot.
Mm-hmm.
I adore the iambic pentameter as a nod to Dragon Quest III's Haiku Town.
Do we know anybody that teaches at LSU right now? Louisiana?
Yes. Why?
A close friend of mine just got a horn job there, so.
Oh, nice.
Assistant professor of horn at Louisiana State. So exciting.
Yeah, my folks are emeritus down there at LSU.
Oh.
But they're wonderful people. I love them very much. And I have not heard from them in quite some time, actually. I reached out last summer and didn't hear anything, so.
Yeah, I'm going to look in there. Faculty at the School of Music. Just kind of flip through a little.
All right, so good news, we have the fairy trumpet, no quest. Bad news, the queen and all the guards are gone, which is why we can just waltz in there and take the fairy trumpet.
Mm-hmm. Music studies faculty, here we go. Because I'm the performers, I may recognize a name, but obviously I'm not as in that. Let's see.
I love our ears are armor plated there.
Yeah, really good.
Blake Howe's there.
Yes, that's who I was thinking. I was like, I know someone, but I could not remember. So that is the answer, is that I know Blake.
And Allison McFarland, I know, but man, I don't know what she's done in any sort of recent anything. In fact, I used to read her a lot when I was doing my master's, and then yeah, she's got some interesting stuff out there.
All right, back to the beginning of the game as far as the world map is concerned.
I will actually have to connect Katie with Blake because Katie ended up doing, I guess, I'm trying to remember if it was the actual like dissertation document for her DMA on, it was like a disability studies approach to performance anxiety. Stage fright, you know?
Oh, hold on a second. We have to take in the water and the game for this moment. It's very good.
It was really beautifully done, so I think they'll get along. Oh, the water. Oh, it's Mermay. That's the right water for Mermay, wouldn't we say?
I love this.
This
I
is
just
one of
love
those
it.
moments where we really
Are we certain we are not
transcend the
lost?
limitations of the
overseer
technology
said
at
the
hand.
palace would be hard to see, but I thought we would see something.
Then you thought wrong, brother. Maestro, if you please.
Who's excited for Mina the Hollower?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Cannot wait.
do you refer to me?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Me and Dana have been like drooling for this game for 2 years.
Yeah, it's here I'll send you the or maybe I'll post in chat. This is the game for folks that haven't seen it. It's pixel art style. It's the developers who did Shovel Knight. And I believe Ryan hooked me in by saying like there are comparisons to Star Tropics. Like that's not the only
I think it's
love
ultimately
letter
going to
here.
feel a little bit more Link's Awakening than Star Tropics.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is one movement mechanic that is muscle memory and correct for those of us who played that game growing up. But I will be
everyone
honest, it is the one bad thing about Star Tropics is that
What, you
there
mean
is
how you have to turn before you can walk?
there's a delay. It's 8 frames long every time you
Father,
turn.
you are a dunce
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
The palace did not appear,
Yeah, most
and
people
neither will
don't do
it
that.
disappear.
It don't
All
feel
that has
great.
changed is our
No.
own perception of its existence.
But yeah, I'm very excited
Yes,
for
well,
this. It looks
naturally,
beautiful.
I knew that.
And they
Perhaps
finally
it
have a
will not
release date, May
disappear as
29th.
such, but
So,
what if it does?
Fear
first
not,
in my
cousin.
cart, let me tell
I
you.
too find it hard to comprehend how the palace
When's Music Power Up coming out? I want
is
that one.
burning.
When we indicated that, I
Uh-oh.
put that right on my wish list.
The fancy fairy palace is burning. That's not the right
Oh.
state.
No.
So we're going to run through this place.
Just says 2026 still. There's another one that I'm looking forward to, but it's not releasing yet. And I'm just going to surprise everybody with it on stream because it's one of my unhinged, hilarious games.
Nice.
I'm so excited for. I also really want Scarlet Deer Inn to come out, but that one's not even that doesn't have an announced release date yet. That's still to be announced.
The next one I'm excited for that's not Mina is I will probably not on stream because it's all licensed music almost, but Forza Horizon 6 takes us to Japan this time.
You can Tokyo drift while you're there.
Yes, thank you for that. Correct.
Also known as 3 Fast, 3 Furious. I'm guessing Joe's not in chat to yell at me about that.
I'm a fan of 3 Fast, 3 Furious, and 4 Faster, 4 Furious, or whatever.
I'm saying they started a precedent with 2 Fast, 2 Furious, and they needed to commit. They needed to keep going.
We all
they
know
started
that
going really off the rails with
Dana's
the naming
favorite thing
convention
on this
here.
earth is a commitment to the bit.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 Fast, 5 Furious. I only ever refer to them this way in our household, and it does not make Joe happy. It's one of the few things I control him about. It's usually the other way around. He's always like, that's so stupid. Why would anybody do it that way?
The names are dumb, though. If I had to come up with them all in order, I'm not sure I could do it, but for Joe's sake, I'm going to try off the top of my hand very quickly here.
Oh, here we wait. Let me look them up so I can like fact check you. Fast,
Okay.
Furious.
Don't tell me anything, right? I'm just going to do
movies
this.
in order. Okay.
Okay. The first one is The Fast and the Furious,
Uh-huh.
followed by Too Fast, Too Furious,
Uh-huh.
Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Palace is burning. We have to save all the fairies, blah, blah, blah. The fourth one is simply Fast and Furious.
Yes, which is stupid.
The fifth
That's
one,
where they lose me.
Agreed, actually. The fifth one, which might be the best one, is Fast 5.
Mhm.
And then the sixth one is Furious 6.
Close. It's Fast and Furious 6.
Fast and Furious 6. Okay, the seventh one is simply Furious 7.
Uh-huh.
And for me, that's where there's a really nice off-ramp at that one. Because that's when one of the lead actors, during the production of that film, passes away in real life in a car accident at high speeds, ironically.
Oh.
And so that's the last one I've seen. I know there's a Hobbs and Shaw spinoff, but I've not seen that. And I don't know what else there is after that.
Training.
What's 8?
I don't know what 8 is.
This one makes me real mad. It's The Fate of the Furious.
Yes, that's right.
But
I
it's
did
not
know that.
it's not using like fate, like the 8. There is F8, The Fate of the Furious, but like it's just called The Fate of the Furious, but they don't incorporate the number 8 into
Right.
the name as a pun. So that one makes me mad. And then there's I think these maybe are spin-offs, right?
Hobbs and Shaw is a spinoff.
And then do you know the 9th one?
No.
It's just F9.
I've definitely not seen that. I may have seen The Fate of the Furious once.
Do you know the 10th one?
I'm surprised there's going to be a 10th one, honestly.
It came out in 2023.
Oh, wow. No, I have no idea.
It's just Fast X, which I guess is Fast 10, but like, come on. And then there's one slated for 2028, Fast Forever. Makes me so mad.
The series starts out legitimately as a very good medium budget film about street racing in like Los Angeles Mexican street racing culture. Very good. Mm-hmm. There's a subplot about like
family on all
some
that.
people are kind of a secret embedded agent in there. There's a government subplot, but at its core, it's a movie about this car culture. It's very good. By the time you get to Fast 5, they're the car Avengers now.
Mm-hmm.
And in Furious 7, rather, the most ridiculous line from Dwayne Johnson, and I'll never forget this because it's so stupid it has to cycle back around to being good, but it has to transit through badness first, not unlike the 1993 Mortal Kombat movie. The Rock has a broken arm in the hospital and gets a message that everybody's in trouble. And literally his daughter is standing there next to the bed, and he just sits up and breaks his own cast by flexing his arm muscles so hard. And he says, "Daddy's got to go to work."
Oof.
And it's not good. Not like the actual movie, The Rock, which effing slaps. And it will be, one of these times, the next hotel movie for Sarah, the next time I share a room with her. Which way am I going
I just
here?
had a student email me something. I tried to log back into Canvas, but it appears it's going through maintenance. And then they like sent me the thing, and I'm like, maintenance, you say?
Yeah, I don't think that's what I would call maintenance.
No.
I was just like, no worries, Google it though. Like,
That's hilarious.
yeah, I don't know. That's funny. Like, this was unexpected. I was waiting on this email from the student, so all is well there. But like, yeah, I'm not surprised that you had an issue getting in there.
Yeah.
I wanted to open my my email to just see what their response was.
You should have emailed them back and been like, it would actually be national news if you could open Canvas right now.
Yeah. Okay, so we did get Canvas is currently unavailable due to a national cybersecurity incident involving Instructure, the vendor behind Canvas. We realized the outage was very disruptive and are monitoring the situation closely and assessing the ongoing impact to campus services and data. Currently, like, none of this is available. Everyone should close a browser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're just like, hold tight.
Yeah.
As I'm reading, which is about what I expected, but.
And in fairness to them, there's nothing they can do about this. It's nobody's fault.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some
it's
hacker community's fault, but like.
It's a mess. But yeah, I was, as I was like on the phone, and the person in the office like was starting to like, oh, my Teams is now blowing up. Like, we're all realizing what's happening, kind of thing.
Yes.
I texted the stream team. We were planning what to play tonight and what, just checking in, and I was like, some folks are about to have a real bad night. And then I started seeing that like at first I thought it was maybe just like OSUs had been compromised, because like, how would I know?
Right.
And then we started seeing like, oh no, this is everybody.
It's real bad.
I was like, oh, so it's a lot of people are gonna have a real bad night.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, folks in the Ludo Discord were like 9,000 institutions were struck or something.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
Well, because Canvas is the most widely adopted of all those.
Yeah.
there are days where I'm glad we use Blackboard. Not that I have any grading to do.
I hate the name D2L because it just sounds like pornography to me every time. Officially, it's desire to learn. Everybody says down to learn.
Sure, yeah. Down to learn.
Down to whatever begins with L. Oh, man.
But, I mean, none of them are great, right? Like,
left is almost spent.
No, it's not
could have
good.
happened to a Blackboard. This could have happened to a D2L. It just happened to happen to this one.
I'd like to think
Sometimes
the
it
robots
happens
might
to
work closer
individual
to
schools
collaborate,
things,
and I
like,
assure
that are
you,
unrelated.
she treats
It's just interesting because it's
Oh,
like
wow.
we're all being
And-
sort of like forced to use the
Yeah.
the school's LMSs, and then stuff like this happens, and it's like, why can't I just have like my own grade book and hand out worksheets in class and like
See, I'll be
Don't
honest,
force me
I
into
really
using
like
it.
the LMS as an organizing tool.
well,
Does your
I
luck
like
tell you about
elements
fearsome
of it,
strength?
but now that there is this massive push toward certain kinds of accessibility, which I'm all in favor of accessibility, of course I am. But the way that like your average university administrator tries to enforce accessibility
One the fiends who attacked the
that
Dragon
doesn't
Lord's
apply to
great-grandson
music
made mention of.
Yeah.
is very frustrating. And so it's like we have all of these parameters by which we have to be, according to Blackboard itself. Blackboard is going to assess internally the accessibility of all of our courses, and we all have to get a certain score in our Blackboard courses in order for them to be permissible by the university. But the problem is that it's looking for OCR music, and it's like, that doesn't exist. You can't OCR a piece of music like this. It's not a
Right.
text.
Were you involved
Right.
in the attack on my kingdom?
And for them, we can't just put like an alt text on it. It has to be somehow accessible. And they're like, well, there's this thing called MuseScore. And I'm like,
And
you
they
seriously
basically
me
want you to like typeset all of your score examples, which is so unrealistic.
Well, it is, not to mention that it's a copyright violation in some cases.
Yeah,
You
right.
can't do that. And they just are not understanding the problems with what they're asking. And so it's like, okay, well, I will figure out how to get around this by just not putting any music in my courses, and I will hand you scores in class. That does not make them accessible, but it gets me a Blackboard score.
Right.
And I'm like,
Right.
well, see, now
Is
what
this
did
new
that
music?
solve?
This is new music. Yeah, we get boss music.
Sorry,
finally.
and I'm talking over it.
No worries. It's just the first new thing we've heard in a while.
Yeah, we'll listen to a round here.
This is fun.
This is the equivalent of the 4 archfiends from Final Fantasy IV, like the elemental lords.
Mhm.
There's 4 big bads right underneath the last guy. This is one of them. But they all get a thing.
The scoring is really fun.
It's very good.
This would be like a fun
This might sting a bit.
sitting in the violin section thing to play. Which I've said a few times in this score, but this one in particular, like, this would be super fun.
Well, and going back to Laura's talk at NACVGM this year, everybody gets a fun part in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because how easy would it be to be like, oh, the boss gets the brass. It's brass time.
Right. Or if you're Uematsu, they get the prog, right?
Right? We just bring out the
Or
Wurlitzer
whatever it
organ
is.
or whatever, yeah.
right.
This is really nicely orchestrated. And I love that moment with just the strings there.
Here comes the cold snap.
That parallel motion is really cool.
This guy is legitimately hard, by the way. He's a huge breakpoint for, like, if you can get through this fight, you're probably good for the next 5 hours. This is one of the few points in my normal playthrough I had to leave and go level. But this guy takes 3 attacks around, and one of them is a huge AoE damage.
sounds like violins might be in octaves between firsts and seconds. Adds a nice richness. Except for like there. But that main theme they sounded like they might have been octaved. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Cool. I like it. Gives it a little depth.
Yep.
Like, in practice, do I love playing octaves against another section? No.
Yay, we defeated him.
Not as bad in orchestra as it is in chamber music. The worst in chamber music is in, like, Shostakovich moments where you have a 3-octave span, and then you learn real quick. Pop quiz for chat. Who do you listen to when there's 3 octaves? Do you listen to the bottom, the middle, or the top? Where do you get your tuning?
Oh, you're talking about if you're a string player?
Yeah, like we have some moments in Shostakovich string quartets where we're doing octave unisons across 3 octaves instead of 2. Who wins in that case? Top, bottom, or middle?
The top has the tighter tuning because of physics reasons, right?
Yes.
Well, I see why my minions.
Is that the right answer?
For you.
No,
Perhaps
it is
you
not the
have
right
found
answer.
heroes worth hunting yet.
Go to the middle.
Not belittle us!
I would never.
Let's see what chat says.
In fact,
This just may not be a thing that like
I've never thought about this before.
widely talked about outside of those weird moments in string parts. So it's a fun piece of trivia.
My allies have been entertaining.
Yeah, we have to go save the mermaids after this now.
If you hurry, you might
Yeah, and I'm gonna
survive
peace
in
out to
time.
bed as soon as this is over.
How do you stand to gain
Just
by
a little
revealing this to us?
speechy bit.
I know that you're finished with the mermaids, Karen. If we get that far, we'll stop there.
Your effort,
Okay.
but do not
Yeah.
let
Well,
me
I'll be further ahead. If we're gonna continue it next week, I'll be further along by then. So don't worry on my part.
Okay.
Anthony, it's not necessarily a trick question. It's just interesting. Like I'm curious which one you think it is.
Why would he do that?
He definitely
Is it a
didn't
trick
do
question
it
in the
out of
sense of like
kindness of his heart.
you just
If that beast even
listen to
has
the
a heart,
concertmaster
there's
and
nothing
whichever
in
line
it
he has, or
but
something like
nuts.
that? Meta commentary.
She. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you for that, actually.
But allow me to introduce myself. I am the keeper of this palace.
Actually, a lot of the
Most
orchestras I've
know
been in had
as
female
the
concertmasters, so
Dream
it's not
Whisperer.
incorrect in my
Thank
experience.
you for coming to my rescue.
1 or 2.
The Dream Whisperer. Tell me.
Since it's me
was it
asking,
you
I'll
who
say
reached out
middle.
to us
That's
as we
funny.
slept in Rippleport?
Because of my love of viola.
Yes.
That
was
is
my
true. I love a
intention
viola
to have
moment.
you seek
It
out
is.
the
It is.
friends and
It's the
allies you
center.
would need to
It's
end
the
the
center octave.
encroaching threat.
Then there was a plan.
That is all well and
Normally,
good,
when it's
but
just 2,
I
you listen to the
thought we lived
bottom.
under the
Like the
sea.
foundation is
Right.
always going.
Sound
You will.
gentle,
You
our
will
friends are in
sound wrong
danger.
against the bass line
Of
every single
course.
time if it's just
Go to
2. But
their
the
aid,
moment
I
it
beg
becomes
you.
3, it shifts for
Like us
some reason, and
fairies,
you have to go
They
to the
have
center.
long watched over Rubies in her slumber.
She is
But it's
asleep.
interesting that will happen. It
But we
will
have
scale
not
up
the
from that.
time.
Not that we would tend to
Yes.
have much more than that.
You'll
But
need
if you go to
this
4
if you want
octaves,
to
you
enter
go
the
back to the
mermaid's
bass
domain.
again. Fun times. Which
Right.
has happened.
Musical
like,
instrument
couple
3, Lorelei's harp.
Ooh. If
Yet
you're
another
out
instrument.
on
Yet
the
another
road,
instrument.
Lorelei's harp.
feeling
Well, however,
lonely
it
and
won't
so
be
cold.
The mermaid's magic is conveyed
Gilmore
by
Girls
their
joke
looks.
for, I don't know, the
To cut a long
millennial
story
dudes
short,
that probably didn't
you'll
grow
have
up
to
watching it.
convince one to kiss you.
Oh, gotta
I
kiss a
see.
mermaid.
So only those the mermaids
We'll do it.
trust enough to press their lips against might visit their kingdom.
Did I hear that right? We're going to have to kiss them?
Mayhap our friendly duo might lend us their blessing? Why assume when we can ascertain? Let us hurry to the rocks.
I love why
They
assume
may have
when we
sought
can
refuge there
ascertain.
as they did before.
That's going to
That
be
sounds like
repeated
something
to
you
some
would
grad
say.
students next year.
I will
That
remain
sounds like
here
something you
and
would say
await
in a
your
lot of
triumphant
different
return.
situations. Sarah and I are always like, man, can we just borrow some of Ryan's confidence sometime? Can we just like osmosis that? That'd be great. We did have a great time, Arrow. Also, if you haven't watched Gladys monologues yet, you should, because it's funny.
Yeah.
Madison, like,
I'll get
go
there.
for Madison's unhinged Gladys, but also her fan work is impeccable. Like, every snap is so good.
Oh my god, it was like
The attack and came as quickly as we
weirdly
could.
like, and this is not a comment about Madison, this is about the fan, but it comes off weird. The fan was hot, right? Like,
Finally, friendly face.
Yeah, it's so
You've
compelling.
No idea
Yeah.
how scared I've been. Or how
it was
Very books
attention
on
arresting. That's the word.
You're gonna head out.
Yeah, I'll look at the concert later, but I'm gonna go fade out like a flower.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Good night,
Do it
folks.
after
Good
you
night,
submit
Karen.
Your,
It really wasn't
submit your
clear.
chapter
Belle
tomorrow.
and the
It'll be
others
Yeah,
like a little,
absolutely.
like, cheers.
it's on my agenda.
Yay.
Good night, folks.
Bye.
Good night.
No, agreed. The fan, the in the rehearsal when she first snapped the fan, I was like, oh, because like that's not in the part that was just like planned to
Indeed.
punctuate certain things. I was like, that's so
Might we
cool.
ask that you take us to your home
Oh, I
beneath
thought
the
that was a
waves?
written percussion instrument because I
I
certainly
don't
received
believe
it that
so.
way.
Let me look at the score real quick, but I don't believe that I saw that in the vocal part.
Okay. As an
Maybe
audience
it just
member,
wasn't in the score.
it absolutely felt like
should
there
be
were
no risk
specific
to that.
rhythmic
The
moments she
fairies
was
have
doing
gifted
it.
us with the harp of
There
love.
were, but
By its tune might
let me
our
see.
vessel and ourselves be granted the ability to sink
I opened
beneath
the
the
full
waves. Let a mermaid grant us leave to do so.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of that. The harp and everything. We're only supposed to let humans we're fond of strum its strings. Should
I'm not
I?
seeing anything written in the
All right,
score, but let
I'll
me
let you play the harp.
see if I open
I
the.
trust you, I suppose. And you trust me as well, of course.
Yeah,
as you're being
I don't see it on the score. I bet her and Greg just like talked about it,
Yeah.
and maybe she had some
Can't
latitude
hear
because
you.
it was her piece that she commissioned.
Kissing
Jarell,
sounds-
we
May the
You are in the
blessing of
field, A.
mermaids be upon you.
and B, you do have a ridiculous number of friends
I know
there
I did the
now,
kissing,
and it would be
but
fun for the
that came
experience.
as a
And
surprise.
C,
I feel
I really
soft
want
and
you to
fuzzy,
talk there at some
kind
point.
of
I think you could
warm,
school everybody on
behind the
Final
eyes.
Fantasy XIV.
It's called the mermaid's
Among other
blessing,
things.
Ellie. What did you expect? Right.
Yes, I know
time
what you
to bless
mean,
the
but
rest of you. Come on then, gang. Who's
But
next?
we always welcome into the fold everybody that is in the
Thank
kind of
you.
music
We are
practitioner
in
side
your
as
debt.
well, and like all the OC remixers and all the all of those folks are like
requires a kiss on the hand.
well
No more.
open
Thank
welcome
heavens
arms open arms welcomed into the community. That's what I meant to mean. And Ryan and I are always saying like we don't make any distinction of like ivory tower. It's just a different skill set of us learning like a citational standard and
For sure.
certain research methods, but like
All done. The harp should work
content-wise,
now, or at least I hope it will.
I think
There's only one way
uh,
to find out.
a lot of the folks in our
Let's venture
circle
into the
are,
deep with a melody
doing work as it
gentle
is
and
just
Oh,
as
Dana, there's a
rigorous as
line
what we're
for
doing.
you.
We share.
Let us venture into the deep
Oh,
with a
aren't you
melody
just
as
a
profound as the
sweetheart?
friendship
I
we
can't
share.
wait to hear you play.
Aw,
All right then. What are you waiting for? Go on and make
that's
my
so
day.
sweet.
I shall do my very best. Well, shall we? To the ship.
But yeah, Jarrell, we'll have to get you a copy of the summer double issue of the Journal of Sound and Music and Games because speaking of our friends in the field, Lauren Travia is going to be featured in it, and John Robert Matz also has an incredible piece in the net right next to it. So those two are awesome. I barely touched them in terms of doing editing paths. Published them pretty much as they were as talks. Really beautiful work. So Laura's is about orchestrating and sort of the arrangement choices that she makes to translate video game music for ensembles, which she gave at this conference, but also had given at GameSoundCon, and I was like, give it to me, please. And then John Roberts is his Chia stuff, which is so informative and wonderful, just wonderfully written. So I'm real excited about those. I'm excited about the whole issue. I think it's my, and this is no shade because Brian published in our issue that came out in February.
Yeah.
But I just overall, this is my favorite issue of the journal we've done so far. It's just something about it came together in a really nice way. So, and we've had special issues that have been really cool and I don't know. I think also this is maybe it's because some of the stuff that we did last year was kind of already in the pipeline and handed to us as it was getting toward the end, and so this one felt like more start to finish ours, if that makes sense. That's probably where some of that affinity comes from. I have less affinity for the fact that it was 76,000 words and I had to do that entire manuscript the week after Holy Week when I had 7 gigs.
Yeah, that's
this
insane.
This is a tough 2 weeks. But other than that, I'm thrilled.
The underwater vista is so good.
So, they do water very well in these games. I like that the town's name is Mercy, but it's like Mer-C.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's cute.
Yeah, it is. And I think we're here in East, but I could be wrong.
That said, I believe 7.1 should be free to read right now. So everybody, like, go get a copy of Ryan's article because it's one of my favorite things he has yet written. Actually, both of my favorite things Ryan has written, he's written for me. So
it's true. Dana's
I
just
feel
in charge
so
of me,
honored.
everybody. She just dictates my research agenda, tells me what to do with my life. And I do it.
And you do it, and then it turns out beautifully. Because your Kingdom Hearts chapter was also for the animation book, and I loved how you pulled that one together.
That one did end up really nice. Oh, right. I remember where I have to go. Sorry, I had a moment.
But yeah, hopefully, I'm pretty much always logged into my UC Press, so like it always looks open to me. But hopefully, they usually take whatever the first issue in the volume is open access until the next year. So
Yeah.
Ryan has a really great article about Super Nintendo aesthetics and timbre and chiptune, and it's really, really well done.
I am also very, very happy with this one.
Yeah, Andrew, I boss a lot of people around when it comes to their research agendas, but more charitably, Sarah has said I'm the research doula because I don't do the labor. You all still do the labor, but I connect you with the resources, just like a doula does for someone who's going to give birth. And I love that framing.
So there's a whole world map underneath the waves now.
Oh, there's a map, you say?
Of course there's a map,
Of course there's a map.
but we're going to scooch along on the overworld.
I like that we just like bubble ourselves under, and the whole ship just goes underwater and it's fine.
Yes.
Like, it's such a funny way to do, like,
It's
still
definitely
an
old video
antiquated
game
ship.
logic, and it doesn't work
Yeah.
quite as well with this graphic set as it would have with
Instead of just
8-bit
having, like, a
sprites.
sub, right? But of course you can't have a sub in this world. That would be weird.
Right. The sub would require a new sprite, and that's actually too much memory for poor 8-bit Dragon Quest.
Yeah, that's true.
And before anybody says Final Fantasy III, Famicom has a sub. It's also one of the final games made for Famicom.
Mm-hmm.
It has a very
Makes a
big,
difference.
expanded size.
Well, Anthony Dennis, you can join us anytime. You're always welcome.
Down under the waves we go. And here's
Under the sea.
I do wish there was a
Jamaican crab.
new track for being underwater. I do not need a Jamaican crab.
Why not? Everything's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Oh, I'm not touching that tonight. No.
It's the song, Brian. It's literally the song.
Uh-huh.
I always liked is it the opening line? The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake.
Yes.
That's such a good line.
It really is a great song, actually.
Man, Disney Renaissance. That's way more productive than me, Andrew. Nicely done. I feel like my research agenda has ground to a halt, but at the same time, I'm like trying to create spaces for other people to write things.
You've been written publication may have slowed down for you, but your conference agenda continues apace. We are presenting at this Eastern European conference with each other this fall.
That's true. I got to figure out what I'm doing for that.
Yeah, I also don't know.
And actually, assuming the third one goes through, which hopefully it will, because I am part of deciding that. All three of those are ones that are technically off target for. I had made a rule where I'm like, I'm gonna not say yes to anything that isn't for the book. So
sorry.
It's okay though.
We're bad.
It's okay. No,
bad friends.
all three of them are such good things, and they're things I wanted to do anyway. I think my soft rule, like that's not as hard of a boundary as wanting to do a lot more collaboration in this particular moment. Like the solo thing that I want to do right now is the book, my book. And that is me very much, but anything else, I'm kind of only interested in doing it collaboratively. And that's sort of what's happening, so it's fine. Like two of these three things, like I'm doing a piece, but it's more of like a panel or a round table. So like I'm contributing to a larger narrative.
Yes.
And I have kind of a brief to write to and, just go from there.
And the conference presentations are in some ways less of a lift than a full written publication.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's more of a proof of concept, right?
Yeah.
Look at the dude on the left.
The Tusk,
Wait, what's
walrus?
his pun name?
Tuskateer, I think.
Tuskateer. He's just the flex. It's so good. Hope you have a good night too, Dr. Park.
Yeah, congratulations again.
Congratulations, we're so excited. We are unsurprised because you're wonderful and your work is a blessing to all of us. And you are a blessing to all of us. And we are so happy. So we are unsurprised, but we're still impressed, is what Sarah likes to say.
I also do like the flex.
Yeah, the flex is great. Got some beefy arms. Consummate V's. Now that Sarah's doing shirt printing, she could do my workout shirt for me. Y'all know about my workout shirt idea?
No.
So Joe has one it's Snorlax from Pokemon, but it's Swolax. Like swole.
Right.
And I was like, I need a dumb shirt for lifting. And I got the idea where I want to do Trogdor.
Nice.
But he's holding little barbells, like little dumbbells. And I just have little like arrows off of it being like consummate V's, taking the majesty, like big beefy arms. And I told Doug Perry about that idea and he's like, do it and then make me one.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's my idea for my lifting shirt is I wanna have Trogdor.
That's excellent. I highly approve of a Trogdor idea.
Yeah. He's already got the big beefy arms, so he's an inspiration to us all.
Right. Where am I going? I hate this. I hate mazes.
Wow, Andrew, hot takes. We have to stop saying under the sea, start strong. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. We need to give aquatic weeds their individuality. What's everybody's favorite Disney song, and why is it I'll Make a Man of You from Mulan? I actually don't know if that's... I know it didn't win Robert Komanecki's definitive ranking of every Disney song, and I was like, what's wrong with you?
Haha. I think it's good. I don't think it's the best one.
The song makes me feel like I could kick a door down. Makes me feel like I'm gonna get made into a man, which is kind of the point, right?
Yeah, actually. I am a huge, huge fan of
and I don't even like
Go the
Mulan,
Distance
like,
from
overall as a movie.
Hercules.
Oh, yeah.
In part because it perfectly fits my voice range.
Yeah, this is song only because, like, I did not watch Mulan as a kid at all, and continued to not. I pretty much.
You're
only know that
actually
song
not
from,
a
like,
huge Disney
soundtracking.
girl.
No, I'm not a huge Disney girl. No, my Disney films. I mean, I was a Disney Renaissance kid, so I did grow up watching like Little Mermaid, Sleeping Beauty, which is not Renaissance, but you know, that one's beautiful animation. That holds up. You know, Beauty and the Beast, being brunette. The only princess that I could relate to was the one with brown hair that read books. So it's the only one I ever went as a Halloween costume of, but it's because I had an aunt who was a theater costumer who was able to make the dress for me.
That's awesome.
And it's beautiful. We still have it. If you know, when Josephine's bigger, she can wear it. But otherwise, I wasn't actually that big on Beauty and the Beast. Not my favorite, like musically or otherwise. But I love Robin Hood. Robin Hood is my favorite. And then probably Sleeping Beauty. I just think the animation is stunning. I loved the music, the Tchaikovsky adaptations and everything. I just thought that one was so well done.
I will say on Beauty and the Beast, there's a famous anecdote about it that I absolutely adore, if you have not heard this before, Dana. That Angela Lansbury suggested that her voice was not well suited for that song.
Oh, really?
And the producers were like, why don't you just give it a shot? And it's the first take that they use.
Of course it was.
Because she is perfect.
She's pro. Yeah. Yeah, and then, like, you know, Lion King came out in that era, and, like, I saw it, but that was never, like... You'd think with my love of Robin Hood, I would have latched right onto Lion King, but, like, that one wasn't super big for me. Aladdin was another one that, like, I saw it here and there, but I wasn't, like, really attached to. But one thing I was kind of attached to was not the animation, but, like, old Disney live-action stuff. So I liked, you know, the Haley Mills Parent Trap from the 60s. Like, that, I liked a lot of that stuff.
There's a
also
live-action,
Haley
both
Mills Pollyanna.
Scarlet Pimpernel and a live-action American folk hero from the same time period that Disney produced live-action in, like, the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
They're fantastic.
And then... Sword in the Stone I liked a lot. So
Let that be a lesson.
that one's
Stay out
like
of
way
other
up there on the
people's
list.
houses.
Which isn't live action, but I'm just thinking of I think I like 60s era Disney. But then also I've mentioned this before. We've talked about it on stream. I think I've even pulled up an example. I really like, I think it was probably early 90s, maybe late 80s. They did a made-for-TV Polly, and it was the little girl from The Cosby Show. What's the name of that actress?
I don't know. You'll have to...
No, I can't think. I didn't really watch a lot of Cosby Show, but
I love even this as iambic pentameter, right? The queen was back there trying to keep everyone together. Please say you'll go and rescue them. It might be now or never.
Well, now I'm gonna look it up. It had a couple people from The Cosby Show. 1989. It was Kashia Knight Pulliam as Polly. She was Rudy on The Cosby Show, but Felicia Rashad was also in it as her aunt. And it's set in the 50s, so it's a 50s retelling of the Pollyanna story. And all the music is like doo-wop and Motown, and it's so good. It's so good. And that because it was like a made-for-TV one, that's not one that everybody has seen. So I grew up on like a taped off of TV version of that as well. And I think anyone in our approximate age bracket didn't get away from seeing Newsies as a kid either. I remember.
I had seen it. I'd seen it only once, actually.
Really?
I've probably only seen Newsies twice ever.
Classic. Well, it has Bill Pullman and Christian Bale in it, so like I'm in. Those are some beautiful, beautiful actors. I've never seen Tangled, actually, Anthony Dennis.
Tangled is underrated. It's very, very good.
I have, yeah, that's kind of past my time, because the other thing is, like, I just don't have, like, nieces and nephews, or, like, I didn't have a ton of, like, little kids in my life that were exposing me to all the new Disney as it came out. Because being friends with a lot of musicians and academics, it takes us a while to get our life together to be in that stage of life. We're a little later in overall for many of my friends, so I basically knew like one kid, and she's the reason I saw Frozen. And that's about it.
You're the right age of parent with the right age of child to watch Tangled and Frozen now.
Yeah, but we don't have Disney Plus, so that's kind of the limiting factor now, is we just don't have it.
Yeah.
Because we're sick of paying for streaming. Yeah, King of New York is great. From Newsies. I'm not a Santa Fe girl, because I just heard too many boys do it for auditions for musicals in that era, but I really like the choral reprise of Seize the Day. I think is really beautiful in Newsies.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the original, the main one too, but I really like that song. But yeah, I also have not seen, famously, the Lin-Manuel Miranda Disneys. I have not seen Moana. I've not seen Encanto is him, right?
Yes.
Right.
I've not seen Encanto.
Have you seen Coco?
Have not seen Coco.
Coco's the one.
Basically, all of these I have not seen. The only like some, again, not recent, but like the only thing post like Disney Renaissance that I had seen was Frozen, and only the first one. I've not seen the others. Other two? There's
the
two
next
at
time
least.
I am in Cleveland for more than like an overnight before we go somewhere else, I will log in and we'll put it on for Josephine.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, like I'm not like uninterested in seeing things like Moana, but I just haven't.
Weirdly, I am of the opinion that of all of those films, Frozen is the most overrated of them.
Yeah, and as overplayed as everybody, a lot of people like pushed back on Let It Go just because it was everywhere and got annoying. I always liked the song. I think it's a good song. But I also didn't hear it ad nauseum, right? Like I didn't have a kid that was like again. So I didn't have that specific like trigger for it.
Right.
Yeah, I think Newsies is a really solid show. Not great to do in like a high school because there aren't any girl parts really to speak of. Yeah. Wait, what's the Makomori test? I only know the Bechdel, and I'm gonna Google this.
Yeah, I also don't know this.
It's another set of criteria pertaining to the representation of female characters within a film, inspired by this character from Pacific Rim. The requirements are that a film or television show has at least one female character, that this character has an independent plot arc, and that the character or her arc does not simply exist to support a male character's plot arc. Oh, okay, so that's like...
Oh, the Totalitarian is a great
I see how
enemy.
that's paired. Totalitarian is really good.
If she were to croak, Lord Beautiful would.
You think I care about orders when one more beautiful than I stands before me? Wait, she must be erased. Eradicated!
She's not just more beautiful because she's blonde. This is a pro redhead stream.
You are
I'm
the
just saying.
interloper who berates and belabors her fellow fiends.
Humans on the ocean floor. How?
That is none of your concern. All that you need to know is this. So long as we live, every one of your devilish schemes shall end in failure.
You think to threaten me, child?
These are no mere children, as their aura doth attest. Though Hargon's right-hand creature, you are clearly not his best.
Okay.
What? And you wonder why I wish to destroy you? Insolent...
It's true. Being insulted on the iambic pentameter hits harder.
Yeah, it really does.
Why, I ask you, why are we not free to destroy this wretched creature? That is not...
I like the Woman-O-War squids as well.
You speak as if I, too, am beholden to that...
I would thank you to cease your bickering and heed me when I say, you shall not touch a hair on Her Majesty's head.
But of course, little queenling. Along with every other fool here, it seems.
All right, fight, fight, fight.
I shall certainly not stoop to dealing with you. No, that shall be the job of these insubordinate wretches. Will it not?
Yes, my lady.
I do wish combat were more exciting for us here. Alas.
I'm gonna top up a fun beverage. I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Hold the fort. Be entertaining. But not too entertaining, because I don't want to miss it.
Here comes the cold snap.
So while we're making our way through this fight, those of you still on the call and still on the chat here, what is the summer looking like for everybody? I'm looking forward to a week off before I get back into doing summer things. But how about the rest of you? Also, while Dana is away from her seat, I can say fun things. I am extremely excited for her to see the moment this all comes together as a trilogy. I won't spoil it all for you, but it's good. This is worth doing.
I am not your enemy, cousin.
Ooh, wait, tell me about the new National Geographic Museum. That sounds cool. Are they opening a new physical space in DC?
I am not your enemy, cousin.
If so, that's awesome, Drill. Okay, and it'll open again this summer. That's cool.
You see? Failure.
Also, I love that line from Matilda there. That's amazing.
Okay. What'd I miss?
You missed one really good line. First of all, Jarrell let us all know the National Geographic Museum is reopening this summer. That's his big summer plans.
Amazing.
And then right when we defeat the boss here, Matilda has a bonus voice line. She says, "You see, failure."
That's good. Knuckle sandwich. It's the thing that's funny.
Falcon Slash is starting to be where it's at. That's good.
I don't know. Knuckle sandwich is a good skill. It's good.
Defeated by mere human children.
You do not see the truth of it. These children's storied line. Theirs is the blood of heroes, and the foolishness is thine.
Heroes.
Again, iambic pentameter hits hard.
It certainly does.
Help you? You who presumed to tell me how to conduct myself. Was it not Lord Belial's approval you were so concerned with? Then seek his aid also. Silence! Your pathetic excuses bore me. Begone!
Is everyone all right?
What is this?
A barrier I put in place to see you kept from harm. It
I'm
seemed
traveling a little bit this summer. I get to go to the Strong Museum in July.
That's right. You have another trip yet. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Not too bad of a drive for us, though.
Right.
Oh, okay, Internet. This is actually really good.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
The thanks are yours.
What are you
rid
drinking
us
right now?
of a menace
Remember
beyond
how I wanted to
measure.
come up with ways
If
to use
there is
that
aught else
Giffard
we can do,
Avignon
that
de
too would be our
Madagascar?
pleasure.
Yes. Yeah, I think you actually had
Uh,
me try it at your
fear
place
that we will
briefly.
regret
You
having
did,
allowed
because
her
it's
to
incredible.
Yeah, very good. I need a link to
Uh,
that actually
All
sometime.
is well that ends
Oh, yeah,
well.
totally. Anything they make that I've tried has been great. They have a passion fruit one that's really good. They have a pineapple one that's great. They have a rhubarb one that I really want to get.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Angry?
I looked up
Perhaps.
what do you
So
do with
angry
the
at
vanilla
letting
one
her escape
specifically,
that you
and I found a Reddit
had-
thread. And one of the things
the
that I
opposite.
had
I'm
everything for,
overjoyed.
I'm going to try one of
For
the
I've
other
seen
things
that we
next
can
week.
win. That victory
But
over
one of the things I
Hargon
had
and his
everything
army
for
shall
was they said
surely be
50-50 with
ours.
allspice dram. And we have
Oh,
allspice
nice.
dram because
Whatever do
Joe
you
really
mean?
likes
All I
tropical.
remember seeing is a gaggle of
Nonsense.
This
ne'er-do-wells
plot bit's
like
important,
children.
actually. We should pay attention for a minute.
Okay.
She laughs. She's, I
Precisely.
convinced we can
It
win
was Belial
now.
himself who told us of the attack on the mermaids, was it not? And Mariella could not have been more disdainful of Belial's wishes. There is no unity among the monsters, no harmony. They do not consult with one another, nor attempt to work together. Quite the opposite, in fact. And when their underlings displease them, they think nothing of destroying them. Each is a law unto themselves. We, on the other hand, have made and continue to make allies of the people we meet. Nay, not just the people, the fairies too. the descendant of dragons.
And us.
Yeah. Friendship.
Right.
You speak true, little hero. You have something Hargon lacks. Though young, you have a multitude of allies at your backs. So go forth, and though those you face may fill your hearts with fear, have faith that there are friends who wish you well both far and near. Now I must
Okay, that's
see how
incredible. I
things
love that
fare
announcement.
here,
That's
how much
really
the fiends
cute.
did wrong. Please head toward the town, and I will join you there ere long.
Did you
If
do
not for
baby
you,
announcements?
We mermaids might have fallen to the
I don't
wall.
think we did formal
As
male
queen.
baby announcements.
I didn't like mail anything, but one that I thought of and was very easy to stage and was cute because this was pandemic times. We had been hosting our Friday night dinners, which were often spaghetti and meatballs, and so we got a jar of Prego and we put it on like a little cake stand between us, and it's
Everyone is safe and
like
sound at
someone else is
last.
coming to Friday night dinner, sit another place, kind of thing. And so we did I think it was a Zoom Friday night dinner. We were doing a lot of those like Zoom Friday night dinners, and people would just have cocktails and we'd hang out and play games and stuff.
I wish to speak with our new
And
mermaid
so I
friends,
just put
so
that
that we might
picture up
stay
and
a
let
while,
everybody
okay?
see it.
Please.
Yeah, and I know I did not meet Sarah before Owen was born. And I think I met her 6 months before I met you.
Probably.
Music and the Moving Image was still in the summer then, and NACVGM was a January conference at the start of it.
Yeah. And that's where I met both of you.
Yes, but I did know both of you before Oliver was born.
Huzzah!
And I don't remember what we did for Oliver in terms of announcing to the world that we were going to have baby too.
I should not
I don't think
mind
we
a
mailed
little
things,
look
though.
around myself.
Now, I will confess, I also don't know, even if we had, if you would have known us well enough back then to be on that
Wouldn't.
mailing list. And I don't think you would have.
I don't think I had any memory of you before 2 kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Did we go to we went to San Francisco together before Oliver was born, I think.
I guess that would have been, yeah. But we were, I don't know. We were trying to establish ourselves professionally as much as anything.
Right, and we weren't really in a place that was literally the second time ever I had seen you in person.
Yeah.
We weren't
Yeah,
quite
Ryan loves
to
telling the story about asking a woman he had just met to get on a plane and go to San Francisco with him and Steve and Will to present at GDC.
But Steve and Will
And
I had
just
known
did
for
it.
3 or 4 years by then.
Yeah. I had no way of knowing that. And they asked me along because they thought I would be of use to the order.
It's you! Oh,
Yes,
thank
I
once
suggested
again
you
for
to
all
Will,
you
and he
went
thought that
and
was a
did.
fantastic idea.
Wonderful.
You humans fought on our behalf while we ran off and hid.
Because Will was the
Imagine how
first
my
person
life
I
would have
asked, and then
gone.
Steve and you.
Sanctuary too.
Imagine how
You
life would have
really
gone if
are
you'd
the
said something to
best.
Will and he would have been like, oh, no, not her.
We're truly blessed.
I am in no way giving myself credit for any part of your career.
You know, we met them
But
first.
sometimes there are serendipitous moments that you have to, they're central to what happens. And I do think you coming on that trip, again, we did nothing.
You're right. I was
But I do think that was formative for you.
Yeah, I mean, I had a few of those right back to back. And that, gave the first NACVGM paper famously.
Yeah.
But that was also my first time being in a conference, being accepted to anything. So that was huge. And that was just because Neil, caught me at the right moment and was like, do you have something now that you can send me of an abstract? And I was like, I'll make something. I'll figure it out. sent it to him, you know, and then I did GDC, and then I did Ludo that semester as well. So I went from zero to like 60 in no time, and then I had a fourth one, but I think it was just more of a local. I think that was one of those popular culture in the deep past conferences where we just like the medieval studies department would be like, let's do a Game of Thrones conference, let's do a Harry Potter conference. They would just like do these things. So I think my fourth, I did 4 in one semester, and they were all different topics, and that was dumb and don't do it. It's a terrible idea. But I didn't know. I thought you weren't allowed to do the same thing at multiple places.
Man.
As a grad student, what did I know? But I went to Ludo, and that's where like I met Michael, and you know, he wanted me to be. My first 2 publications came out of that trip, because the one they asked for the Tetris article for the soundtrack.
That's right, and then the Mario Paint one as well.
And then the Mario Paint one came out of that, which is so silly that you have your students read that, and it always like flabbergasts me, because that one in particular was just like so quirky and like, hey, this will be fun, I'll work on a thing, you know, like I really didn't have like a deep connection. I mean, I played a lot of Mario Paint growing up, but like that wasn't directly related to dissertation research. I had like all the fandom stuff was new for that chapter. So it's wild to me that anybody reads it, because it feels so quirky.
It is quirky, and that's why I choose it for that very specific group of students.
Yeah, that's always
because I teach it in a generic game history class as a nod to music and fan culture. But I don't want to teach my own Overclocked Remix chapter in that class, because I do that for a more in-depth music class. And so this is not a knock on your research at all, but it's kind of a break day in the 4th week of that semester to give people something fun and lighthearted to engage with. And it works really well for me.
Yeah, that's one that I was like, oh cool, I'll publish this, then no one will read it, but like I will at least have had fun, which has been my MO for a while now. I'm like, this weird little paper I'm gonna write, like if I get a giggle out of doing it, then that's what's important.
I have joked with Laura a couple times though that someday my memoir is going to be I speak words and you get on airplanes, because it's happened twice now.
It has happened twice. That's why we have to puncture the ego a little bit sometimes. That tenergy just will swell and swell and swell.
It's because you are responsible/irresponsible for inflating it to begin with.
I know. I was going to say, Arrow, were you here yet when Ryan was showing off his hoodie? Because if not, we'll make him stand up and model it again.
Oh my gosh.
Humans, mermaids, and fairies
We're proud of
must
it.
work together if we're to fend off bullies like Hargon.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Oh, he missed it. You're gonna have to
I
show
suppose
everybody.
there's a cutscene right now.
I was
Anyway.
able to get back in touch with my fellow.
And you two did work very hard on it.
Yes, Sarah and I worked very hard on this. All right, take like a step to your. Yeah, we get that out of the way, and then like center yourself. There you go. It's Tenergy. It's like Kenergy from the Barbie movie.
It is ours.
And then there's the
Now that we are
octavo
all
under the
here
G, because
together,
it's G
we
clef.
can tell you everything you need to know.
We made him a mug too, and by we I mean Sarah used a sublimation printer at a makerspace.
With a little help
But we've
us
been
fairies.
planning this since November. We were very excited to give it to you.
It's very good.
Funny that.
Oop, I forgot to move my mic. It's very good.
Yeah. So excited.
Oh, here we
And-
have plot big things. Hold on. Here's the 5 sigils finally coming to bear here.
To place herself in a deep and lasting slumber. A slumber from which only the same power could awaken her.
That's the ending of Dragon Quest 1 now.
Sure, I follow.
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain. Rubis is no commoner garden spirit. She's the spirit of the land, its creator and its protector. Any threat to her is a threat to our entire world. While others celebrated the fall of the Dragon Lord, Rubis was all too aware that another evil waited in the wings. So she made up her mind to bid her loyal servants farewell, before the menace grew strong enough to strike her down. And so she entered a sleep, deeper than death, where even the prayers of we, her loyal servants, cannot reach her.
It sounds less like slumber and more like she sealed herself away.
Yes, that might be a better way of putting it. Either way, she hoped that by this, she could protect her world until the time came.
Till the time came for what?
For the scions of Erdrick to rise once more, to meet a great darkness that threatened the realm. In short, Robus foresaw this very moment. She told us that if, and only if, Erdrick's descendants should show the same strength and bravery as their illustrious ancestor, we should tell them of the sigils and guide them on their quest.
And do you believe we have met that standard? And then some. No one else could have made it this far. Not to say your journey's anywhere near over, of course.
We're yet 2 sigils short a full collection after all.
And not only that, the sigils aren't all that's needed to awaken Lady Rubis.
Truly? What else do we need?
One thing at a time now. Focus on finding the sigils first, and we can talk about the rest later. Luckily, you're more than halfway done already.
That's as may be, but we know not where to look next.
Under the sea. When we met Mariella in the Mermaid
Na, na,
Sanctuary,
na,
I
na,
noticed
na,
something
na,
about
na,
her
na.
lapel. I cannot say for certain, but I believe it may
Yep,
have
Mariella
been a
has
sigil.
one.
Gosh, you have good eyesight. I saw nothing of the sort. Clearly my temper blinded me to such...
I was hardly as incensed as my sister.
No, Paranel just gets the win here.
Phew. It is a comfort to know I have company in my heedlessness.
That might secure
Ain't that the
us
truth?
one sigil. But what of the other?
For sure.
We haven't a clue where it might be.
Shall we try asking the King of Darkendor? He boasted of the breadth of his knowledge, did he not?
That he did.
Then it seems your course is settled.
Thank you for everything.
All right, we have 2 more to grab. It's 10:50, so we're not going to
You
get
may be
both.
strong and brave like your ancestor, but don't let that...
But we're going
Are
to...
we where we need to stop for Karen?
We can go to Darkendor yet.
Oh, okay.
This whole fairy palace now becomes a space to retell the story of the entire trilogy in case somehow you have
put it
just
out of order
played
and
this
missed
one.
it. Yeah. So like all of our
So if we-
NPCs here.
We'll get something here. Yep.
Record keeper. Oh, wait. Remember Final Fantasy Record Keeper? Is that still around?
Yes, I played a crap ton of that. Did I talk with you about that like 12 years ago?
Yeah. I think we played it together probably.
Yeah. It was weirdly good for a gacha game, but in the Final Reckoning, it's just a gacha game.
I don't think I ever got far enough in it to where like gacha mechanic. Like I wasn't even familiar with what gacha was. So like I knew that there was stuff that I could pay for, like freemium, but like I had no concept of it.
Right.
So I just didn't.
I paid
So-
either $5 or $10 total ever in that game. But I've never been allured by the gacha mechanics in the
No.
ways that some people are. But there was like, hey, if you're ever going to spend money, you can buy this bundle once, and it's so much better than all the other stuff. And I was like, sure, I'll do this, and then that's the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not a called strike against you, Drell. I was actually thinking of a specific student of mine who I will politely not name on my stream, who has spent like thousands of dollars on gacha stuff.
Yeah, I was calling myself out in your defense. Yeah, and Genshin's one I've heard the music but haven't like jumped into. And I think if I did Genshin before I did FF14, Ryan would smack me.
I will drive to Cleveland and
He
strike
will
you.
drive to Cleveland to smack me. And you know what? No one would begrudge him that. I made a promise to Annie this morning that I would play some FF14, so it's fine.
You know, I would say I see
I'll get
how it
into it.
is, but full disclosure, and Jarrell knows this because he was present for the conversation. I was finishing Realm Reborn, and then Annie does that absolutely incredible set. If any of you have not seen this performance from VGM Together's first conference,
let's see if I can
just like
pull it up.
Quit watching me right now and go watch Annie. Beautiful and brilliant, and maybe a top 5 musical performance to sit through of my entire life. I knew that we would all make it when I watched her sing. It was absolutely
like through the
transformative.
pandemic make it?
Yeah. Her ability to cast herself through that webcam to all of us, transcendent. But at the time, one of her friends in the audience, Maria, was like, you could switch servers and play with us. We're hot and awesome. And I was like, yeah, and Jarrell is also over there? Yeah, I'm switching immediately.
Yeah.
But I said, at somewhere in the chat, you can go back on record, actually, and I'm pleased with myself that this exists in text form. I told Jarrell that Annie's doing a lot more to recruit me to play Final Fantasy XIV than you ever have. And his text response, I do not know if you remember this, but again, you can go back and watch it on Twitch, is, yeah, if anybody ever asks me why you should play Final Fantasy XIV again, I'm just going to link them this video. Absolutely incredible stuff is happening right now.
It's not on her channel. Is it on a VGM?
It's on
channel?
VGM Together.
VGM Together. I'm going to find it. And I'll link it.
So for us, there's a new side quest added to Dragon Quest II. You can find these historical records.
That's the one.
Which are sepia-toned.
Yeah. If anybody hasn't seen this video, Run, Don't Walk. Incredible. Stopped everyone in their tracks.
Of course,
yeah, I'm just a little baby Lalafell, baby Sprout. I've done one dungeon on this stream. Terribly.
And I will say, the game is definitely long enough that the expectation is not that you do all your playing on here.
No, you've told me there's certain moments that you will be like, nope, we're going to do this on stream.
There are.
And
I can think of
I'm
at least
preparing
3 moments that I will want to watch, and everybody else will want to participate with you and for you in this moment to watch your reactions live on stream.
Isn't it more than 60 by now?
Yeah, you can play up to 80 for free now.
It's up to 80. We need to update the copy pasta, y'all.
They
Isn't
just
there like
made
a whole other games
all
worth
the way
of stuff
through
in
the
it now?
first 3 expansion packs now is free, and I have to say the
Awesome.
idea that the very best Final Fantasy game ever made is free now, and team, I'm talking about Shadowbringers, is insane.
Yep, literally in
Yeah.
chat. Best Final Fantasy
Shadowbringers
game of all
is
time.
without question, in my mind, the best Final Fantasy ever made. And I say that as the scholar who wrote kind of the definitive thing about Final Fantasy VI. It's Shadowbringers.
Oh, we're back to Air on the C string.
We are. Gotta
I
go talk
remembered
to the
what
King
key
of
we were in.
Durkandor.
I remembered from last week what key we were in.
All right, let's see if he knows where we're going.
Jarrell was also there for our most incredible automaton performance of The Measure of His Reach.
No, that's the most professionally embarrassing musical moment of my entire life. I'm never going to get over that.
We've already told that story on this stream, but
Yeah, we don't need to retell it now.
why not both? It could be both. I've heard worse automaton. I've heard
I have
much
heard
better
worse automaton.
I've heard better. Automa Mama, in particular. I've heard better. But I have heard far worse automaton. I'm trying to remember, Steve Raleigh had a really good I brought it to something and we were all like passing it around the room, and he said something like, until it's in your hands, it's the most annoying instrument that has ever been.
Yes.
And then
by you, and he
somebody
meant
hands
the
it to you.
player, not.
Right. Yeah. And then he's like, and then somebody hands it to you.
Yep. Right. As you can see, we have lots of places to go. Right now, we're just going to warp to Mercy very quickly. And then watch one cutscene and be done.
I think everybody should get an automaton.
I
fun.
may,
It's silly.
before next week, for the sake of getting us through Dragon Quest II, because we've been doing this a while now, I might get us right
Here and there.
up to just before we get the 5th sigil, and we'll start at the end of the sigils.
Yeah, I
next
think
week.
it's just a matter of where Karen is sitting, right? Because she wants to be ahead of us.
Yeah.
And so if that means we throw in a week of something else, we do. Like we're not pressed at the moment.
I know, but also, like, I don't want to go 2 more weeks with 0 new pieces of music.
Yeah, that's true.
And so...
That's fine.
And there's a big moment coming up when we get the sigils, so...
Cool.
I will finish most of that, and then if we need to wait a week, we will. There's plenty to fill it with. Alabaster Dawn just hit early access. Holy smokes. Diablo 4 just released, which I hear has the best writing that franchise has ever had, and the best music as well. All right, we're going to go get Mariella, which is fine. All right. And see, now one of the sigils is marked on our map. How convenient.
And I know probably when Sarah joins us for summer vacation, we will come back to People of Note.
Yes.
We all really liked that.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. I do not want to play in advance of that off stream, though. That's going to be, we'll do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because that'll be new for everybody. But we'll save in Moonahan for now, and then I'll do a little polish over the weekend to get us where we need to be. Because the dungeon we go fight Mariella, like the mean red-headed mermaid girl, we don't need to see me do that. We're going to fight her. We're going to get a sigil. The end. But tomorrow, I might sleep, team. I don't have to go to work.
That's nice. I have a doctor's appointment. And then a journal check-in with the press. That's my docket tomorrow. Could be worse. It'll be fine. I think. I mean, you never know. Maybe the doctor will be like, take better care of yourself, but I don't know. I think it'll be fine.
You'll be told you're doing fine.
Yeah, I like my new primary care physician.
Nice.
I've met her as of last year. I changed to her, and she's actually like spent a really long time in the initial appointment going through my chart with me. You know how like doctors will you'll have like medications on there from like years ago that you only had for like a brief moment, but they'll just leave it on there and never take it off. And then they're like, hey, are you still taking? No, I took that for shingles in 2017. And no one ever, they all say they're going to take it off and then they don't. She legit removed them in front of me. I was like,
nice.
What? Why does it take so long to have a doctor just like do that and listen to you?
Yeah. Before we go very quickly, I will say, I'm not going to post them all here on the Twitch stream, but if you follow us on other social media platforms, there's a variety of cool pictures from Niagara Falls that are worth tracking down. Again, Sarah and Dana did really well by me on this trip.
Pretty beautiful.
And
Sarah brought
also,
her nice camera,
eventually,
so I
I'm
just let her
sure
take
we
the
will
pictures.
post something about it somewhere. And if not, I'll just throw up a gushy post on Facebook talking about how awesome Dana is. That Star Tropics concert for me ruled, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. I feel like, yeah, in some ways, like I was excited about it, obviously, but I was looking forward to, getting to support other people because that's the chamber musician in me. So getting to play for Madison and Laura, obviously, really, in some ways, overshadowed it for me. But folks seem to really like the arrangement. They enjoyed the track. They thought it went well. But yeah, for me, I'm definitely like, it's hard to compare that to playing under Laura and Travia singing Claire Obscure.
Your
Holy moly.
string tremolos there were absolutely sublime.
Well, thank
Perfectly
you.
done.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll have to get those
It was-
posted and shared with everybody. We'll have links next week,
mean,
maybe.
As a string player, just the chance to do any Claire Obscure, like the string writing writes itself, and the best part of that, for anybody who doesn't know, was just a few weeks before the conference, I get this text from Laura, kind of late at night. It was like maybe 10:30 at night, and it's just, psst. And so I go, ... yes, Laura. She's like, is it too late to ask you to play on the Claire Obscure medley? And I was all caps like, what? No, what? Of course not. Yeah, I was, can you say, a little thrilled to be asked to play that music under such an unbelievable talent. So, and with Matthew too, because I'm just like, one of these is not like the other. I'm playing with like world-class musicians. I'm so happy to be in this room right now. So that was really exciting. And then the premiere was so cool. Like the piece is awesome. And we had some so we'll say logistical hiccups with that one. There was supposed to be a cello part. There was not a cello part. So it'll be fun to do that. We're talking about maybe getting a grant and like getting it recorded. So
Nice.
It'll be fun to do the whole thing with the cellist. And also there's a missing movement that they had to cut for time that I have not seen. So I'm really curious what that'll be like.
That'd be fun. If that grant happens and you record in Ann Arbor, you have to let me know. I'll drive down.
I imagine Greg would have us go to him, but I don't know.
Oh, sorry. For Madison's thing, not for a fourth Claire Obscure piece. I was thinking you, Matt, Laura.
That would be cool. But no, I doubt that.
Okay.
No, this would be for the Gladys monologues. But yeah, there's more I'm gonna do on Star Tropics. I think Lawrence and I are planning to do like a more official recording at some point. But I appreciate that you liked it because it was dedicated to you. So actually, let me read.
Thank you.
Let me read before we let the stream go here. The text that I sent, which is. So I had 50 words of intro, and Matthew was like, I'm going to hold you all to that. So my intro to the piece was musicologist, warrior cook, and Twitch streamer Dana Plank dedicates this medley to one of her first friends in Ludomusicology, Ryan Thompson. A mutual love of Star Tropics forged their bond in grad school. Dana hopes to prove a suitable sonic cartographer for this musical adventure, but it's not a map stream. I was really proud of that.
Amazing.
So yeah, I knew Anthony Dennis was gonna like that.
It was fun to share pictures with Annie this morning when I just said, "Look how beautiful my best friend is."
Oh, that yeah. Also, yeah, for anybody, I'll post some stuff soon. I found a dress because I was like, I have to be tropical, and I found a Farm Rio dress. They're a Brazilian brand, pretty expensive, and I found one on Poshmark that was way more affordable. The original dress, I will note, is $370. I did not spend $370, nor would I have. But it was pretty perfect. But
to be clear, it looks like she did, team.
It looks like I did, because that is what it was charged. And I walked in, to the space where everybody was hanging out, like kind of dinner pre-concert. And it was just like, oh, I felt like $1 million. Like I could feel the folks like going, oh my God, the dress. Like the dress was a moment. It was really cool. So yeah. And I'm like, if the music sounds good, great. But I at least had that. I at least had the dress, if nothing else.
The music was also excellent. But there was a brief moment of me picking my jaw up off the floor.
Yeah. It's cool. It was pretty. I can't wait to wear it again. It's like one of the coolest things I've had in my closet ever. So yeah, we'll get all that posted. I have this. I kind of started cutting it down because I have a copy of the concert, and I was like, I'm gonna cut the pieces apart. I kind of knew Greg and Madison would post the Gladys one, so I didn't have to do that. But like I cut just the K.F. Johnson lemon rant because I wanted to like throw that on social media.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. It's like one of my favorite things I've gotten to do. And I had a couple small clips out of Clear Obscure that I was like sending over text to people so they'd be small enough. But I'll see what Laura and Matthew want to do for that one because I'm happy to post that one. But yeah, Star Tropics I'll probably at least do clips, if not the whole thing. But we'll probably do there's a few things I think we both want to change in the track. So
okay.
I think we're gonna redo it with some other, some changes and some different elements, but definitely proof of concept.
Yeah.
For this collaboration. I'm really excited for what's next for me, Lawrence, and Julia together. And we actually have a few other local musicians. There's a cellist here that's like, oh, I'm in for all of your game shenanigans. We have a bass player. We have another violinist. Which means I could switch hit to viola, which is nice. So we have some ideas. We're really excited.
Nice. All right. For now, we're going to let all of you go. We'll see you all next week. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Woo!
Bye, team.
Bye.